Hi, this is Shambhu, and in this video we'll take a look at the LG 900G cell phone from Net10 and take a look at a few of the things that it does. This is the LG 900G. As you can see, it's a pretty nice looking phone with a nice large screen. Let me go over a few of the external details. You see there's a nice keyboard, the QWERTY keyboard with the numbers overlaid on top here. The keys are fairly well separated, making it pretty easy to type. There's a shift button and the button for switching between the numbers and letters. On the side, this is the button that activates the dedicated camera button. On the back, you see the 2 megapixel camera lens, small mirror for taking your own pictures. This is the speaker. It's fairly loud. On the top, you see the jack for your stereo earbuds. You can use a regular set of stereo earphones. You don't need the special 2.5 millimeters. You charge the phone here. This thing, for the music player, you can store your songs on a micro SD card that goes in this slot here. And these you have our volume button. This also has a Bluetooth, of course. Now, one of the nicest things about this camera is the screen, which is, it has a nice large screen, and even the default wallpaper I quite like. You can, of course, add your own personal photos as the wallpaper, as I usually do, putting pictures of kids, dogs, friends, etc. As I said, this camera has a 2 megapixel, this phone, excuse me, has a 2 megapixel camera, which is quite a big jump from the 1.3 megapixels on the recent Net10 phones. And right now it's actually set at the lowest resolution. I was trying to see what size picture would make best for sending a picture message, but you can go all the way up to 1600 by 2000. Actually, let's take a look at that. Where is this setting? Perhaps it's here. Here you have the image size, and the 1600 by 1200 size is the large 2 megapixel mode. As I said, this phone also has an MP3 player, and you can, there's no quick access to it, but you can set it as a quick menu shortcut, as I did here, so that you can then go ahead and select your tracks. For example, I've created a playlist called, probably takes a while to load from the card, and there you have it. And you can play the songs through the regular speaker that I showed on the back, as well as through your earphones. And as an example, you can see, and so forth. Okay. All right. The phone also has a radio. You do need to plug in the earphones for the radio, because the earphones act as an antenna. But once you have the earphones plugged in, you can choose to play the radio through the earphones or through the speaker. And the unique thing about this Net10 phone is that it's the first phone they've released that can run apps. And so let's take a quick look at that. In the folder Games and Applications, you have applications, and in fact this phone only comes with one app pre-installed, which is the Facebook app. And if you launch it, you can log into your account, check your status, photos, and so forth. And but however, you can install additional apps. In this case, as an example, I went to the Google Maps mobile website, and I was able to click on the link and install the Google Maps application on the phone, as you see here. You can install any probably any Java apps. Here the Google Maps application is trying to get the location. I'm not sure if you can get the location on this phone. I don't know if it has the right things inside it. But anyway, you can, use the menu to look for the directions, and then you put in your start location and your end location. You should be given a route that you can follow to get where you're going. So this is one example of an application you can install. The applications that access the internet will of course cost you airtime, so you have to consider that when you use them. Also have games, as you saw before. It only comes with a couple of games installed. One is Sudoku, I believe, and one is Word Attack, which is kind of a typing game, which I initially thought was boring, but it seems to like. Then again, you can install additional games on the phone. Okay, let's take a look at the web browser. Now the web browser, there are two ways to access the browser. You can do it through the browser button here, which opens up the browser and accesses the Net10 homepage. Now doing it this way does cost you a minute or two of airtime for those things to load. If for example you know which URL you want to go to, it's easier to go to the browser menu here, click the enter address menu option here, and just type in the URL. My suggestion is that if you know the mobile version of the website, you would, for example, for the weather.com website, the mobile version is m.weather.com, and that will tend to load much faster than the full weather.com site. You can also set, once you know the site you want, you can set your bookmarks and so forth. Now this is supposed to have a fast web browser, and it does seem a bit faster than the web browser on the Samsung P41G, but I wouldn't call it fast in general compared to, say, using it on a computer. Still, it's a nice feature to have, and as I mentioned, once you visit a page that has an app that you want, a mobile application, you can download it, click on it, download it, and install it as an application. So overall, this is a pretty nice phone. It comes in a nice package and comes with some new features not available before in Net10. It's compatible with both of the Net10 plans, the pay-as-you-go plan as well as the monthly plans. To find out more about this phone and other phones, then please take a look at my site. And thank you for watching, and I hope you found this useful. Thanks.